In this video, I'm going to show you how you can start using vFAT to monetize your crypto and start earning an ROI back immediately after testing the pools and the farms. Before we start, there's a link in the description for the right link to vFAT and various other links to help you in your journey on monetizing your crypto. Anything I speak about today, make sure that you do your own research just to make sure that you are aware of everything that you are getting into in DeFi and in crypto in general. What you see before you is vFAT. vFAT is a DeFi aggregator. So what that means is in the world of DeFi, decentralized finance, there are various protocols and websites out there that have liquidity pools on them, which we're going to access today, and farms. And rather than going to individual ones, i.e. Uniswap, Aerodrome, there's so many of them. This aggregates all of them together. So you can see on one website, all the pools, all the farms, and their applicable ranges, their applicable APRs, and you can manage your portfolio from this website here. Let's get started then. What you'll see at the top right of the screen is farms, pools, and deposits. And that's the main thing we're going to be looking at on this website. There are other things you can look at. Portfolio, you can swap between tokens. You can also look at the data. So when we click on DeFi protocols, it lists them all. The TVL locks in each one. If you have cover with it, so that means you can have insurance on it if anything happens with a hack. I don't do that personally. It gives you a general overview of the information, but we're going to focus on the top left, the farms, pools, and deposits. You can actually access them as well when we click on one of them in these three tabs here. So you've got a farm tab, a pool tab, and a deposit tab that is the same as the top three selections under yield. And this is where we're going to search for our active yield. You need a wallet that is able to connect to this site. So again, do your own research. MetaMask is one example of a wallet you can use with this site. Another one is Rabbi. Once you've connected your wallet to it, you're ready to go. And as long as you've got applicable crypto that you can use in these pools, you're all good to go. And there's a number of different cryptos, as we'll search through, a number of different chains, as we're going to search through, that you can use on this site. So first of all, you're going to ask, what is the difference between a farm and a pool? So when we're looking for farms, you can see there's 4,452. When we search for pool, 17,000 pools. They act in a similar sort of manner without getting into the very specifics of it. In terms of the rewards you get off a farm, you can click on, let's just say, one of the farms, and it will show you weekly rewards, what you get. So for this one, you would get this here, THE, which is the, I presume the protocol or decentralized exchange that this goes into, that you would get either in addition to or instead of the two assets in the farm. With a pool, you get equal back from what's in the farm. So if you're in a USDC and an ETH pool, that's what you'll get back out in your yield. So you click on deposits. You can see my deposits here, status if it's in range, what the range is, how much is in, daily rewards, earned, and APRs. So this is recorded on a weekend, by the way. So that's why the APRs may be looking a little bit low. These fluctuate all the time. I have shown previously that I was getting around 7% a month. It's variable. Can be 3% one month, can be 20% another month. It just depends on how much volume is going through the liquidity pools. How does it work essentially? So if you have a decentralized exchange, for example, such as Uniswap, if you want to swap USDC for ETH, every time you do that, you're using the liquidity from somewhere to do it, right? This ETH has got to come from somewhere. And it is coming from liquidity that you've provided. So if you're providing ETH and USDC in a liquidity pool, you're providing that liquidity for someone to use. And then when they do that swap, that's essentially creating a fee. So you're taking a share of that fee. So just like when you use Coinbase or you use any centralized exchange, you do a transaction, they charge you a fee. You're essentially being part of that fee, and that is part of the yield. That's the. It's not the simplest way of explaining it, but that's round about how it works. Now, what you would do then is you go on farms and, or shall we say pools, and you would search for the crypto you've got to see what APRs are available. Now, there are different chains you can use on vFAT, whether it's Ethereum, Base Chain, Optimism, Arbitrum, and you may start getting confused with, well, what chain? All I would say is, if you're using Ethereum chain, the fees for using it will be higher. So you probably want to opt for something with lower fees, like the Base Chain that I mentioned. Monad is one. Robinhood chain is an upcoming one. Maybe not got enough volume on it at the moment. Arbitrum, I mentioned. Optimism is another one. Have a look at them, as they are cheaper to use. And you can filter that when you're searching for your pools. So what we're going to do is we're going to look for Base Chain pools on here. So I'm going to look at chains. I'm going to filter it to Base Chain. Then I'm going to scroll down. I'm not bothered what protocol it's on. The minimum fee for a pool, I'm looking at 100K. Sorry, not the pool fee. The total value locked, I'm looking at 100K. And then we're going to search. You can search by minimum APR. So if you wanted like, 50% APR, for example, or 60%, this can be variable and adjustable depending on the ranges as well, which I'm going to go through. So if we do that, it's selected all the pools on Base Chain that are from our requirements. 100K minimum total value locked in that pool, 50% APR. So straight away, we're coming up with USDC, WrapTeeth, USDC and Euro. And what you would essentially do is click on a pool. Let's say you want to go into this USDC Euro pool because you have Euro or you have USDC. Deposit asset, you would find the USDC or the Euro, whatever native chain it's on. And then what you would do is select the amount you want to put in. You probably want to test it with a small amount first, so like $100, for example. Then you would set the price in terms of the ranges. You can see here it says width 20%, so that's a 20% range. And then the APR 180% you would get off that. What do I mean in terms of the ranges? So if we were to go over to something to kind of show it in more plain English, I'm going on Trading View and I'm finding Euro USDT to Euro. Then on the ranges, you'll be able to see, right, well, anytime it's in between the top and the bottom range, you're earning fees. So then you go over to back to the pool and you would see how that corresponds with the numbers on here and adjust it according to what width you want to put it. I can't tell you what width to put it because I have a different risk appetite than you. You have a different risk appetite than me. Then you would scroll down, slippage, try and get it to 0.1% and then deposit. Then it would show up in here and you can test it for a couple of days to see how the pool behaves and work out your actual APR in relation to what is being advertised on the platform. Then when you're happy, you can increase in that particular pool. If you wanted to, click on the increase section and then you can increase how much you've got in that pool and slowly scale up your earnings. Then when you want to take any profits, you've got this little button here, which is compound. So that can compound the profits back into the pool, or you can harvest it. Once you click harvest, it will take out the composition of, if it's a pool, 50% of the two assets, i.e. this pool, it will take 50% ETH, 50% Aave from this $2.17 that I've earned. Or if it was a farm, depending on how the composition of the farm, it'll take out what it is paying you in the farm. That will go directly back into your wallet, where it's your MetaMask or your Rabbi, and then you can do what you want with it if you just harvest it. I've shown before that I use the MetaMask card within my MetaMask wallet to spend it. So you can just go out, spend your earnings, happy days. If you are paying your tax, say you're based in the UK like I am, and I'm paying my tax, I track it all with Coinly. All I do is print off the report, send it to my accountant, and then the process the capital gains along with everything else that I pay tax for. Happy me. And that's pretty much how you use the platform. I don't want to overcomplicate it, but that is the essential bird's eye view of how you use this platform. It's pretty simple to use once you do it. In terms of where we talk about going out of range, if it goes out of range, you've got options of rebalancing or just withdrawing the assets and starting again. Rebalancing usually has a bit of a higher fee. But the idea is if you come to the point of rebalancing, you have earned enough from the pool to balance out the cost of rebalancing anyway. And in terms of are you skewing it from one asset to the other, in a bear market, it doesn't tend to matter as much because, you know, if it's going up slightly, it'll probably come back into range. So it's not as a worry, in my opinion, for impermanent loss, they say, which is, you know, not losing your crypto, but essentially making a slight loss on what you initially put in the pool, because the value of the pool is dependent on the two assets that go into the pool. So the value of my pool, ETH and Aave, for example, is a combined value of Ethereum and Aave. So Ethereum goes up and Aave goes up, the value of the pool will go up. As they go down, the value of the pool goes down. That's what people need to be aware of with impermanent loss. It's not necessarily the pool that has made the value go down. It's just the price of the assets in the pool, which would have happened anyway if you held on to those assets. If you're confused about anything I'm saying, watch it back a few times. If you're still unsure, I've got other videos. I've got the free DeFi playbook. And if you want hand holding, if you want to join the group that we're in, where we kind of, you have an onboarding call, you have a discussion with us, you have regular ongoing calls to help you with any situation that happens, book a call instead. That's it for me today. Hope you did enjoy my content. If you like everything, like, subscribe. See you guys very soon.